On Wednesday, a group of around 500 protesters descended onto Parliament Square. Mostly British Bangladeshis, they claim that the UK and Bengali governments have not done enough to protect the Hindu minority after recent violence in the country. Pushpita Gupta is a Labour Party councillor and one of the organisers of the protest.
Today, I think whole Britain is here, and everybody coming from like Manchester to Wales to Bristol to Sheffield to London, everybody is here, you can see it. We demand Prime Minister, we want our Labour Party leader all should come forward and acknowledge and condemn these atrocities on Hindus in Bangladesh.
The violence began 2 weeks ago during the Durga Puja Hindu festival, after a Facebook post claimed the Quran was placed under a Hindu idol. This sparked mob violence, which saw at least 150 Hindus injured, 80 shrines destroyed and 8 deaths.
I think that what we are seeing today is kind of a culmination of 3 broader trends, if I can say it in that way. And the first of that is like this rising Islamization of Bangladeshi society. If we couple that with the political polarization between the 2 main parties and how they have kind of made alliances with the Islamic pressure groups, these 2 factors kind of create a situation where Islamic hardliners are bolstered to take actions against the minority. And maybe you know that, especially in India, the current government has a very strong anti-Muslim stand. And the third one is obviously the impact of social media and what it can do to incite or generate kind of mob outburst against the minority.
Last week, Pushpita went on a hunger strike outside the Bengali High Commission in Kensington, which came to an end 13 hours later after Bangladesh's High Commissioner came out to acknowledge her demands.
Our demand was, the first one was condemn, say sorry what is happening in Bangladesh. And we still demand minority protection law in Bangladesh.
Some have been personally affected by the violence in Bangladesh.
One of my brother is my wife's brother. He was injured seriously during the incident, and what happened? Their house is next to the temple, and he was outside in the garden, and those people hit him with the brick and the stone on his head, and his head was banging, and there was bleeding nearly continuously 3 hours.
And the UK government has, I think it's one of the largest donors of Bangladesh, so it also has a lot of leverage in Bangladesh. Where the UK government could help is to strengthen Bangladesh's civil society and work with minority institutions so that it helps to create voices within the Bangladeshi society that could put pressure on the government to take more action.
Bangladesh's High Commissioner Saida Tasneem responded to South West Londoner saying, "The government of Bangladesh strongly upholds that every religious community has the right to establish, maintain and manage its own religious institutions and perform religious rituals. The government of Bangladesh also maintains a zero-tolerance policy towards terrorism, communalism and sectarianism." The Foreign Office said in a statement, the British High Commissioner to Bangladesh discussed the violence with the Bangladeshi Foreign Minister on the 26th of October. We continue to monitor the situation closely.